Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o se dem yopo.
Hussein Ibrahim the chair packet said ya to Ghana kuku ya fo inani. Ya o kire say e ka ene ohawa kuku ya fo ekum no. Omfa omobane enchem na omoba aban mu NPP address no. Omoba na nasa aka no ewo ho na enye omo na omamba kuku bo abafo ana say enye omo no omamba kuku price wati. Ense bi ka we hu na Hussein Ibrahim e de atubia PENDREAM TV so ni. Subscribe to the channel no na share dwumadi no ma afoforo ensa enkambi. Kame ho ne nkoti ensema Hussein Ibrahim e de ato Ghana kuku kwafo inani.
Hussein Ibrahim akwaba.
Akoko amejoso.
Bibi abokode.
Tachamada bojom ne moja radio frusa ni die.
Nyame adom ti ahonde bibi.
All right.
Ye de nyame ase pa. Hussein.
Akoko.
Mami nti quickly on the issues.
Akoko meda wase. Akoko edikan. Me de achao pakese e de bema eye Ghana akuafo nyina. Titu wona mo wa sentiment mo hanim sei. Enye easy say how mo komui o mekum, but minim say Jana was say take measures a bit me ratify and I say I solve we once and for all. On say de bia we ade na say o boka de bia na we ade na ekeba na de asemo ba ensi ukwan so bit me think outside the box. No wanya another solution out here okasa wo dey buy bit ma aboa ma bibia yeden akoso ye enti Ghana kuafo yesere mo fa ye bone ncheyen enye yen ne mum ye de beto ye ene bibi o man na kwakodu ena ma we nyina yeden aba akokwa you see cocoa board enye ne ene yetise cocoa board odakamu. In fact, we have brand this if you are buying more cocoa board no nyamfaso. Cocoa board no nyamfaso. And NPP buy cocoa board 8 years every year biano mo de betum ye beboka say. And no move free abamu cocoa board nko e ka mo de giant 32 billion cedis.
Yeah.
And it say NPP ni te ha no. I challenge NPP ni say ombo figure NDC yeko ye jaye e wosoro NPP for 32 billion cedis no. Number two NPP aban omunye kuafo anya den andi ni ye enti no omo pese omo shada shift blame say oh NDC mu na mo se mo ba abamu no mo bedu abamu a mo betu cocoa price mako 6,000 say argument no mo making na mo say onabo maso kwata na aka bi you see omuka no maka say mo se mo ba betu mako 6,000. I challenge any MPP ni be including onabo maso say only one government appointee and I said then NDC ni bi a oka say ba betu mako 6,000 abra one fa international market price any inflation anka ho. I challenge him. Comparison my and say international market price gama so no say cocoa price no e kosoro a ehun won fa so say wo say dey yetum e di makuafo no say na ne yeka ba mo time it me koya ko do 12,000 cedis even 12,000 cedis 12,000 cedis per just bag could do 12,000 cedis. Say na mudi makuafo no say okasa we sumu exchange rate na wo dey check here. In fact okasa we sumu say exchange rate na koya ko do 12 cedis kra so ka 16 cedis per 16 cedis so okasa we 16 cedis no kra ubenya 192,000 cedis per ton. You say 1 ton bia so then 16 bags. Into that means ubenya 12,000 cedis per bag. 12,000 cedis per bag no makuafo no say a little bit over 3,200. And I will fire their son. What I say? Now in this year, kasi a bar and ka ye be share world market price no. Ni a share inflation no. Ni a their mercury for now. And namu tianum say kasi NDC for say by ye buy na ye the cocoa price be call 6,200. And disappointing be na kasi asem natural. say ye ba ye be cost 6,200 abra wanka inflation and answer world market price anka ho mbet na mo ye no na free mu and the problem be na da ho problem e da ho nyina ne say ukọ eye dwama so a koko buo na ye den aba form unim say 4,200 no credit calculate na me sa check about $3,700.
But is it not obvious say koko buo that's not the first time I ever fem and na utie ensenkai no so na wo kano from eye ato force and more comments on my I listened to some of the audios ebi wo hono mo a he has stated say prices ni baby o turn 9,000 something and so in case o mo akuafo ni mo 6,000
yes
na o mo ba they will ensure say o mo be ye ne sa and those things na wo ho ye nyina ye tiase say exchange rate no it differs now and the world price is different but this is not the first time a koko buo ekofem world market it has happened before when you even compare 2017 2018 but that time na do dan ko akufu ado mo na ewo o ma anti koko buo no so justification be na wo because in time memorial et so tekra na ban ebe pe kwan bi so akuchin and it will stay at the same place and answer esonte adentina eni so world market price above fem one namon kushina is like you want to put it on the farmer say yente so abra it so obi bosu ya ketua na obekọ bank na ne de yese 3,000 age ne de amount 2,000 and I say be 1,005 sa shock no enko farmer no so because Matia to force in audio bi so no odade so aba and he talked about say yen ye ba ban mu akoko akuafo ye be ye mu yie ye kura de akoko ne ye betunwa ne ade a and na e ba fam a enya nwanwa is something that we must be concerned.
You know what NPP for no more here also what na waka biu let us say NPP na wo so a so be finding lasting solution to problems akuafo e komu no o se nkan no so makopesika let us say bosia e na nkombe kwa akobọ you see ukobo bosia na wo ba na wo said oh bosia maboy ene na aboa ma de na stabilize no abroka over 32 billion de ato honum etinka ono na dwimu na mbisi e bae no na nka busian e kana da 32 billion no yensan ko Bank of Ghana ne yensan ko bo another busia ne yenfam bran be stabilize na price ne nyeden engina bebi egina se na be akuafo na nyeden ensu nyesa na wo pa kire enti e kana ye bodo to o ma o man na ye wode what boka we ato say person be sa ko Bank of Ghana ko bobusia e sa be makuafo no ene ma menka no kranchiro in fact ye wura mahama kra say ye nkoje me bamba or see which reference no he's addressing even reforms na ye no reforms na ye no see ko you say Mahama directly say o make sure so be tua 50,000 na aka no obeka ko pe no tua free good e can reforms no be nti say nya tua sa aka na that means if years na e wa animu no enya ade e beka se kwa bobu sia sawa betua because reforms we be see anokwan but they make another say
yeah but the challenge is that koko kana na wo no mo ba koko board no mo be hu se kana wo dada and there have been several months Randy Abibai and this government has been in power for 1 year ye hu se kana e wo dada if say legitimate say you finding way of say e can e no e ka e hu hia ye gisika no baka and I say afa baby a why not say you take actions earlier na ya twen ma abedum pempensuri e na akuafo na be that brand
you see me de eba no eye say you hwehwe mu asem na me de me ndro kra me tro me right up be me tro ka ho say me I blame me government me blame me government because enka honorable Maxwell intimi betena no say and defending what how mukọ so okuku board enka ye bae no ene starting say ye hwehwe mu na nkofo ma di bone no ye che wo mu a enka menye sure say enka na NPP ni bi benya no akotena TV so asa defending what how mukọ so ye unim abufu sem bi sa wo mukra me na me kind Public Financial Management Act bi na me kind Act 921 no me wie na me section 53 no on section 53 ne say in fact say even cocoa board on say omo time fertilizers na what omo de makuafo no na akuafo no edeko gu koko ase e ma koko no yesu yie no on say fertilizer no mo je gu omo office ma fertilizer no proye no instead of say also omo ko parliament no mo ko share parliament no mo plan how o be say write off no o mo akasa tenase with the board of directors and mo ye write off of 23 million cedis any public financial management act in ebobra they make out section 53 na make one sem you now when you na ye niam yahu etimi no I blame my government me I'm not going to sit here and be say oh because of say my buy no power anti e wo say o mo chi o mo obi a odi bono cocoa board be we nke metena nkasa asem wi uni bibi cocoa price ya me akọ for me hwe me kita bibi wa hanum say me pese wan nkasa we dey o kan ma me kan we ma me at least with me kan 3 paragraphs short be crack kan ma me na we dey
I say africannews.com okay business news. I say Ivory Coast cocoa industry in limbo as prices fall. Ivory Coast, the world's top cocoa producer, is facing an unprecedented deadlock since October last year, with prices plummeting on the global market. Exports have been slow and stocks are building up. The industry has been left in limbo, as Mati Sonda, director of a Carbon Cooperative. I say today producers are dying. I quote, I may quote, I say today producers are dying of poverty, even though they have products. They cannot afford to pay for medical care or to live. The day before yesterday, okay, blah blah blah.
No, okay.
Okay, the day before yesterday, a farmer came to see me. He had lost his wife. He had sent us his produce, which we estimated to be worth at least 9 million, but he didn't have 5 francs to pay for his wife's funeral. Some that. Okay.
So what I say? Anyway, Ghana issue ngwana. First, na Ghana yes smuggle yes. Remember, please. First, na Ghana yes smuggle cocoa. The free Ghana had the cocoa diva meboa.
Yeah.
I didn't because near some price near day. I was through. I didn't enne. And yes, smuggle cocoa di bi fan Cote d'Ivoire bio. Ade tin smuggle cocoa di bi en fan Togo bio. Ni nyina aka kosi say be bia ahonkyere wei e na ekoso be bia. O kan kodu ase omo so measures aban no so putting in place. E dia mitigate sa enema omu ko emu nyina no. E wo ye ba ye unim say last year. Meba, please, meba, me once we can one for world market price as some ambao. See, I never say world market price na 4,200. Meba, my phone say 4,200, and the who are be making is NPP, who be making say 4,000. Yeah, mama 1 minute. Meba, no, meba 1 minute. $4,200.
No, Uria.
Meba, I do what you know.
He stopped
$4,200. On Chami, come before I calculate this account of my for no country near.
Obet me at
what has to do on my Yimano? Say $4,200 and send a coward American, NPP in San American. I would meet the enemy and say, oh, say, we and can they are so back pay and come at him say, and defend us out the way. And any idea, me, it's a idea. Obia, in fact, your neighboring countries in United because of world market price now above from no. None above from no maybe say they be an person argument. You say the demo about 92% the demo. You win a bind say if that is the case there, then I was so ye bibia or the beko a parliament house. And beko parliament house say world market price no cost automatically no. And what say a kuaninu your money 70% of the world market price in the year. Unim say kan ne ni wosa de aban ni pe e no be decide sika we na me fa makuani no ba na de se da bi yan hwe amansan dwaso bon kosoro a automatically e kuani no so de ne be de be kosoro ye de sani ma we yina ba se na be ya kuani na be boa no again on say cocoa processing industry so Ghana hapa ba unim say last year I was listening to you Kopoku last year in fact o manya bean cocoa bean ba kokura nye de process it. And that Bayra Mahama say time as soon say ye di value ebeka a product ye di be call amanone ho titu cocoa we ho. It was say please you see o kasa na my din allow me to talk. It was say sa cocoa na and egu apaso no aye ba beto no 2,500 plus no. Sa cocoa na buy no to cocoa ni nyina na ye de be ma eye processing we no my de ma process it. Ento mu process ya na me ye research bi yes we process cocoa no krampa and for so say nya wo so times 3 that means that we process cocoa be 2,000 na obetima nya be 6,000 e wo so 6,000 e wo so ɛmfa so mika sika o sika mu percentage no and I think say e won say nyina no ye embrace aban no decision wa take sɛ nka e wo decision be no be take de nka be kwakɔ ya ne sɛ me enko bobosia ni emfa nsie ni emfa ntwa kokɔ kwaefo no ne enka nkyerɛ no Ghana fo no hu ne sɛ problem bi anya den eni honom. And the problem now bar. What I tell him say defend this hard way. Maybe I blame my government. That's the reason why I don't want to talk. Me person make kasako once
because I was starting. You see, the reason why I'm not actually heckling you so much as I wanted to do. As I was starting, you started on a note that it is wrong for that to happen. And I'm my win because
it is wrong.
But there's no. You see, it's not me kind reference. No, say you to me kura no. At least case age now. Case age. Or so would you auto me question? Auto me question. Neighbor. Ada who say the questions I ask you.
Ono say no, on say no.
How many? Me. I know say we dey.
No person pass am share.
Or person or hard. Now, there's no way you bet to me I justify sad way at the expense of the cocoa farmer. 3 months before you enter this year. Neighbor, 3 months before see you year na prices no confirm to say the akọ feminine. Engineer wa kwanya say akuafo bebre ni bia kasa. Interviews na ne bi de egu ho. Those times ni nyina ya meto.
Roll over.
Ya meto na egu ho. Enti enti na ya ntimi ankoto. Na ya nkoto amoma anya omusika ne saa ne mum kratch beka chense koko board man ni sika wo de beto nti wo de o mani mu no ko gisika na wa beto na o de kwani ndi agu ono expect se 3006 ni wana ne beba na ni eso ate ne na eno no ha no ye de beto no so because na nka enra wo to ya nka wonya saa ha no. That's the problem now.
You see, once meka sembi say okọ omom to koko no once e dure na Ghana koko no person beto because of price no e wo soro no. So onza na randi abi no make a statement no
right
because of price na e was runiti no na mo e was mo toto yi ni na no mo person beto
ade nti na cost
oh dabi eno no chese world market price na bar form no
okay
na Ghana ye price no still 3600 no nti nipa no hwe ono no e dwa no odie ono so be di dwabo Canada enya ade obe do beto nti Ghana de no mo nto same way e na wo kan Cote d'Ivoire de nso so a omo so de aka egu ono ma obie nu opeso e den oto no enti ye issue a memeti unim sewe nke NPP for crisis here yan komo de be hye Russia ni oba yi kan we mo de be hye no so na ma na mo de ND so say blemu ko ye blemu e bia
Russia ni oba fa ma
Russia ni oba ye ma se me
ye say ma no be
me say nke NPP for de be hye no na NPP for de ba no mo mfa hye enti me de me ka che kwafo no say yesre wo mo bebi adui emu odin. But I was say taking these measures, let me rectify and nema I see na near correcting na omunfa so omupeso munya subsequent years no. I think said they will get it. And I know say you are John Dramani Mahama buying and ya dear obedo muhamo. Na make we no maka ma buying no so. NPP for no manya no mo kasa na me de ti amena me pese meka kokoro no asem new. Nipa na nya no kasa de na wo sawe. Unim say we ya na course mess no. E wo say nipa no ma emra ni di. Emrani di na what na say oh your friend is 1 year me ka ma catch CEOs na maka no so you CEO na say wo agency bi mu na so okoto rot na wote ho a e ho ba asem obi no communicator bi no be ka ho asem o ye be hwama Yura Muhammad de atwa so because this is the time I was say we expose enema okoto ye nyina nehu
okay
because one nya ma ye hu a ye de no say bibia e den
right
now the end of the day na afa de ye enjoy a good one here near no na say afa na wo kwakwa you rot no de aba woni MPP for so me very good about the defense any diabolic propaganda they are very good and to me send disappointees no so who say boni bi kwaso we say we enke hunu ntamo a ena nka obehu we ntamo sa audit omo so munyi me de kam nkra audit na ka start da am ya start yi bi afri mu because minim say edu minim say era Michael edu by now can also yi questions bia no
okay by
now I was say yi questions bia no enti so etimi ntena se ehwe say bibia ni a eja ye na ba oh don't be that I don't there are certain things I don't even want to say it but I want my government to know say was some way the Mujina Monas no ye what is needful.
Okay.
It was some more poor mine canning. You see, say we have been a ma. Ayana Ghana for 7 periods are losing to politicians muno. Same people this we are the same. Meanwhile, this is NPP for no classmates in the end. Yeah, prefects. I feel on my background. Yes. Yeah, prefects a banner mamma. I feel on my back. But never be said, and that's what we equalize or more say the Mayan.
Okay.
In fact, her mess on my course. Her mess on my creating. Now and then, honorable muscle as a bar, no say bonnie same, no say cousin, oh, NDC, ye buy, you know, ye can say about to cocoa, Mako say, me wants to walk on one for world market price, I can't say, ye be share any inflation near the highest adding in now, and the world market price I then above form. It's mistake your phone, and may do the more thing. By him so make my copy with us. When you say Ghana for winning the chain, Ghana for winning the chain rough, you know why? Meaning can be no smuggle cocoa and the Cote d'Ivoire.
But one thing I was saying is a mon restore.
I know.
A mamon teso.
That be one in where. That be no
something to cushion.
No problem. And not something to cushion them. Solutions now this for their bano. Solutions then this for their bano. May catch them say, I don't think say you better call issues with you. This MPP sabe by you. And I don't think that Ghana for who mess MPP before creating a cocoa body, they will allow MPP to come to power again. Okay. And to na make us say Mr. Kwiafo right. Omunim nyansa papa. Omunim de che nyina ete ya say mu bi mu. Kwiafo no. Na o kwiani only mathematics. Onu cocoa button e ba, onu make up kwiani bi na me friend na mbisa that was era go for the time. Time otum call 2000 plus, time na 800 plus. Otum call 2000 plus. Na mbisa kwiani ni say. You see they say mo didi o. It's a cocoa, you are for 2 cocoa my day. I'm a mutas no catch me. What's cocoa d'Ivoire price? A canini catches me cocoa d'Ivoire price. Cote d'Ivoire for to much you are for the no. Into no part and cocoa dear, Eddie on the back a Cote d'Ivoire Nacoton. And the Crianino and the Chimney Casa. What's the Cote d'Ivoire crowd? Cote d'Ivoire crown sign yet. Cote d'Ivoire crown sign yet. And a mess I'm not creative. And a why common. Enti ma honorable Maxwell Akwenya say formula na that why they calculate price in the make for no and the omo time no if I say $4,200 and the omo time no quite best no so calculate and sika sen and odo make for no omo mi hu no ma mi sika ban no so dey e de beko na MPP before nya sika ni nyina no so na fertilizers omo ton make for time ma na omo nya sika na so no omo ton fertilizers make for NDC time near the fertilizers no free bonuses near the bonuses make for NPP mo time no mo kwa for bonuses. In fact, your manifesto ni o hwe 2024 your manifesto 2024 manifesto yi. O kai abridged version page 49. Ye the tumu honum say ekwa no 1 we will ensure regular cocoa price increment in line with inflation and market trend.
Okay.
In line with inflation and market trend. This is our manifesto. Enti wo ba no e wo say who say inflation and market trend no. Enti market trend na say what time market trend ne say na nka obesi fa so dey calculate e dey makwiafo no etimi srew akwiafo ndo munim de chen munim say mo say niema ansa na moko enti enu kwa say unya no na ukasa but all the same hu akwiafo no bi mu krampo mo bewura ma ba so say sad decision ne wa take board na say laji ba mi aso board
oni ma dey aya na ha me pa minim ade a na ha me metena konsu echi say ya ade a na ha me pa politics of equalization. We ye ni senti me bedru ye no me yese ya ayese eya ade na ha me pa ye saade no se enka ebetumi a ki focus every sa dent ni mu ewura se what needs to be done now to save the people. And you did it late because for 1 year you see a year for investigation is late because all shall say even 6 months in your year and kasabre because investigations ye wie ebi obi awie sika bi akusie baby kasabre kra yetimi akogye abeka ho amanka yetimi akushin. So who are we to blame? But the farmers suffer for this. That has been my problem. It's serious.
It is better late than what? Mate. It is better late than what? Mate. No, first of all, it's better late than what?
Enu kra de mintimi fanso say de metie say de asem ni sia me ya no.
It is better late than never. Mintimi me man no adura den enyu no etie de ya no mate ekuafo na no me se me kuani koko e wo atwompo no anyinam so obi o tem bia ni
tu sika so ate
yes but there na obeka because me and I never come who say subsequent years no menya for so bebre
okay
enti I was say jam copy with a buy no
ado
yes sir
say unua no mu de wo hia wo mu say dia ese we are no nam ha and wo catch the defense and maso pa ado edi utie we nyina no a me hu de meka de kasa
na ko ma nchia ona me nchia tifu na me nchia bi ni Hussein ni honorable NC Riot ma nchia si before about for recruitment na me so mutie me na pay me na ko
bra
dia atu ye e asem bi a kende kwa se atu ye
right
o hwe ye sister ma ye di wom aso mai ne dia atu ye ye dwene ho pa kende kwa se atu ye ba atu ye so o se hwe se de nti na ba ne sa so o hwe ko body establishing since 1947 me aim ne se omuna omunju kuku no enton ema ganafo na ayi kuku kwa including coffee and shea butter emuju a also bo yan ya ya juma isa na so kai ya baby a sha say problem be last year or last 2 years I who say you have shortfalls in cocoa production because when say mam Ghana na dey and say e jari bra friend syndicated loan you so an kran akeke bom de boy busia e just can na da kokoto cocoa no you be turn na de omusika ama omo in fact as at 2016 the loan interest near 1.5%. By 2024 now bedroom 8%. Between 2023 and 2024, I couldn't remember so bina yakobo and say be a better produce maybe 800,000 metric tons of cocoa. A baby in a shortfall of maybe 200,000, 100,000 because of a say disease be a buy any yenuanum galamsey ya so about a demo have a bosso. So I better be who say ye koye ban ye boka because ye just kana intimi to kokoro do ran fa nko interest no so kwan na ekosoro te kodu be penso be ntimi miti ye demand no for the cocoa nti the last one and ya ntimi receive syndicated loan so you call into what we call a buyers funded a bond so the omo be talk cocoa na nkasa no emphasize kan maye na emfa ko to cocoa dem wrong and when we enter into this agreement you know untimi enter just like that obi abo say be say James Sheka no to go ma we also agree on a price even the forward price say that's what we go no brema e na be jadrum say our boss say so and the bremi because obi no obo say jiska no no ko to na na say be to ma me on the spot price say dan na the bremi say na yes to no say na be to ma me ti eno so you say no you go jiska no ba na ko to go na price so say bitie na ade afa no production so aside another challenge enti kakra yekono akono bembo so be say aden eya Jeffrey nsem now one aban buy also be to say na edeka 32 billion na yesa onu 333,000 metric tons ye ntimi fa nkoma de o mais ka say ye ntokoko no brom ti abano say out of 32 billion now edeka no buy 2.9 billion 29 billion cocoa rosa ya engagement for say omuyama ya yentu amuka and a deka in cocoa about 10 billion when year a kakuma na me bisa mi say on my ya sha say cocoa juma 1947 ekopem ne ndi titi de na to koton na say yes to koton na ye no cocoa body koton na beton kwa na o say ye no don't we know say add value to it. By 2 years ago, 3 years ago, minimum almost now just say cocoa export from Africa, mainly from Ghana and La Cote d'Ivoire, a value at $3 billion. By the time I go do last consumption, it's value about $150 billion. And all this while, you as your mind, how many dollars also you free? Adding value. Say you require you will go into the market as a customer market. So the auto gas price in the minton you have no option. Minister okay in 1989 say is it around 89 or 87? Rollers because you cocoa. Say price in yenti. Yanton yeto I be she go no memoir. And we never learned lessons say you say oh say cocoa na kono anton wa any abit we chocolate, you bet we the cocoa bibine edi. No. Say you kwa be na it's about obisi obetor at this price into kweni also suffer. Why do you have to do that? And then more technology ako so pa ako maybe I could take an intimate dream say yes you go your cotofre kuafona you dey bet me dey bibia kotoana. That is one point. Another one say you should person you back in this issue. Look, company biano the expenditure including salaries of workers, allowances, eka company expenditure and company liability. Obusa won say the cost you spend on workers of cocoa farmers and kasana omo ye kuafo CEO, board member, director and that know. But also how much are they taking from scanner ye kokoton cocoa diabano? Because the only avenue of Muyeska a profit here from the sales are making. How much are they taking out? So if and now I mean say government is challenges so when team to go for car because price in drop scan within that same period no you see we are able to procure 110 pickups, 4 Land Cruisers. And we say now what I tell ordinary farmer. Ordinary farmer too no cocoa friends say bags by 50. What's want to anaka what all you know want to do what one was who work 110 pickups. What's up got 4 Land Cruisers? And you bufuna wo shano. As a tifi na let's be untimindia na wo say salad wudi. Oba show neighbors bufu. So I think say some of these decisions they should look at it. Now, this pricing issue model I say omoneba as a government so automatic adjustment formula neighbor. I've been asking myself say, if if this is a way to solution to your problem now, how are we adjusting it? Do you have limitation when it comes to price fall? Do we have it? So this limitation when it comes to price fall. When I say this intervention, one day GSM my bending because and then I drop it by 28%. Yeah, did. So tell me drop by 50%. What do we do? Are we dropping it and I say absorb? Let us know. So the take care by surprise or so. If the argument the price of the formula and echo say so who go 10,000 and 100,000 you bet 2 by 70%. And drop by 2,000 you bet 2 by 70% let us know. But when say cocoa continue to appreciate. When we are say one of the reasons about cocoa drop nowadays about this Middle East instability. I shall say from American Iran issue. Man say look to cocoa the most of the day the cocoa at the end to say me chocolate me ebia cocoa drink na me the call Iran and I say Middle East and to come here and to there and then from cocoa gold into. So the thing is that once cocoa price was falling, gold price was appreciating. So at certain point also got a buying Minister of Finance who is in charge of both, you know. Because there should be some kind of coordination. Say, we are making a windfall here and a house we are shortfall. So let's try to balance it kakra. Can you say trainer from November till now? This will go for ADD as an abaya kotra cabinet meet as an twist as. Sometimes you have to serve the ones the essence of ministers. Ministers should sometimes be thinking ahead of even the presidency. But you don't have to wait, say, you better say, a cabinet meeting, and some Abaya so, share 53,000, 50,000 meditors about what I want young Cotoyano. So, I'll be torn at the normal price now before the reduction now. Abaya has to reach $150 million, which is equivalent to 1.6 billion. No, they are Tuaka, now moving forward, no more money for our corner there, you better more than 2,500 or so. Some of these adjustments should have been done earlier because Abayano one market as a company auto ABA Gary now Tomu. So you're making loose in Gary because I'm Fontona, you're making profits in Emua. It shouldn't affect the work of Gary because in the same thing, profit none about 5 balance, yeah. But so you ask now now injecting our city stabilize it. Let me more for how do you explain? You don't have government of cocoa bond and no government of gold bond. No. Yeah. You have one government for cocoa bond and gold bond. So when there's short force here and then there's an increase, so also the balancing. I don't want to also to me akoka. Yeah, the catch about for say in everything I don't think it has 100% advantage. See the appreciation good, but it's advantage the because canina na a signal 16 series, you know. And I didn't drop by 4,001 from $7,200 to 4,100 now. Can all convert it into 16 series? Can still a huge money. But the name you can say $4,100 na abano per our currency appreciation is about 4,600 Ghana cedis, 46,000 Ghana cedis. And the amount also say next can have from whom? Why? Because you see no wedding. So as I want to see the heading, many Johnny say Bibia is a man. This is a city heading. I'm a patrol for a patrol bob for. You can see the heading so price cocoa price to be form. It's simple as that. So don't enjoy. You can't reprobate and you can't promote the reprobate. So have it. It's always a sitting there I bet but I also be the sitting in wow. That should be the thing you have to think about it. And one of the things I mean, is because sitting there, and then bogus square above here or the $10,000 but not Saturday can I take it with the bottom. Why? Because it's sick and so I am of the police. Maybe I also make concentration. I super na say or my Ghana should begin to think say, oh, quite best when the first one. You seedlings and seeds of cocoa. You need to be become one man. Say the young got on raw at $800,000 and $1 billion. If I got on about $25 billion, $30 billion. Let's come on about me. If within a year, $11 billion about system and $12 billion about Ghana mama now. To am I see the stabilizer? I imagine say about a year, $30 billion are injected into the economy. And I can see $2 baby a 1-to-1. So I buying this is your take is a moving forward. Or more by share crime by fast one. I make sure something will add value to cocoa should be of more interest to us. Me and look at say price cocoa, and can also say cocoa a year. You turn into something sunny at talk about it. And yet, I think say a chakra now to the international price say no cocoa no could have about 2,800 yeah 2,500 the difference about 300 cities but the benefits are a woman and the same thing. Some of the benefits are cocoa farmers and Ghana it's not at the same time as cocoa benefit are no Cote d'Ivoire. So okay I mean is it a cocoa farmer or for time the cocoa farmers say Cote d'Ivoire the same thing I know friends say smuggling the cocoa a friend of Cote d'Ivoire cotton. When the government investigated, no, the reason why I buy in Cote d'Ivoire, Emma Cocoa farmers and Nina Muscarin be brain say, on way free spraying, or you come out walk or fertilizer, best spray. By the Ghana, no, free spraying. So it is up to us whether we want free spray, and I say, Jessica. Meanwhile, Jessica, we cannot produce more. The reason why the government want to do free spraying to ensure, say, or buy certain quantity or pay anytime. So I am praying, say, well, yes, some of the things in the politics, because sometimes we should look at the variables. At the time, a finance minister can say, price, also a tomb at this price, man, could do this thing. You should have considered other variables. Say, na a more depth I down, also, I know more cracker. And why been a the tools of government say, a car, that same current, a damn son to a cracker. So they make our consider say, let's look at one. Say, you buy a system whereby a price and cost you bet you ever for more limitations. But because of the adjustment formula, gold price, cocoa price are dropping from 4,000 to 3,500. And I say 2,000. I say okay, I drop 50%. Most will go for a for be dropping 50%. And I'm only able to blow kruma. So government should put a system whereby or bet me a cushion and I'll absorb certain level at certain level. So the government focus on adding value to it. In fact, any body say because we can raise the cocoa value to a level where the cocoa no you better on more than 10 billion. I mean, this say yes, and never may more money, ever may stabilize the economy, and also my okay a friend say as but finally, I don't believe on our okay say up to now, when we say about concentration now was to pay them. What is the policy of government to ensure say a they will live well? I'm penny Akufado, I say or the insurance system be brown. Meaning so whether insurance system has been able to be sustained. But now I'm penny forecast Akufado say insurance including housing policy be for meaning so okay. Other those policies still exist or not, I don't know. For this Equiafor. I don't know. No, Akufado time. I'm sorry, they also launching visa for Cocoa. The same contribution for cocoa farming. I just say we should look at it. Say yes, and now we just can go with you. That's your movie a week. What are they going to benefit? I think it's all
right, may that say I think cocoa need a non crano. That would be better for a Maxwell, you have to two questions. I will just give you a minute or two to react to it. Just a minute. But before then, no. Na mo kasa nyina no ma yedin kakra na me I wanted to check on some of the things that you earlier mentioned. And here can wasem. Now so baby and here me minutes. Obana sema okay, which I actually was arguing with you. There was later information. I saw upon Chroma transfer on gold board now was later information via wunya, you know, about IMF nipa bi obekasa, you know. So that is what I actually found. Let me say an argument in a woman before then, because I didn't know you bring gold board issues out. So I didn't have the information rightly available. And I may search it through my archives. Now on the 16th of January 2026, or see gold for reserve losses should be in the budget. But like I said, no most of them share gold board directly. And I was arguing with you, say, we know say it should go on the national sheet. Jeff, give me the next one. Or say, Yenkai. The International Monetary Fund has recommended that Ghana places the losses incurred in its gold for reserve program on the balance sheets of the budget instead of the Bank of Ghana's absorbing such costs. Now, we strongly recommend, I quote, Bank or Nidini says something like that. Miss Julie Kozak. Also, we strongly recommend that the losses should be brought on the national balance sheet rather than being held on the balance sheet of the central bank. And directly now, may argue with you, say, one case directly is related to gold board, so it has to be sent to gold board. And as the COP gold board, that's your statement. That almost gold board and function. I think you said it rightly here. The books,
make a reference to IMF. Make a reference to Bank.
Now make IMF there.
I'm on the same page with you. I'm not contradicting this.
No, I'm coming. And I can say, upon Chroma the young phantom check, Rani for the later we mammy we bekan, which means or see fan koshe good board the books. And it's rightly here was clear. But I was arguing with you, said that wasn't the case. 18 may set because I didn't know you bring that up. I had it in my archives, meaning so I was actually emphasizing, but we are giving. But what the matter?
Bank of Ghana after a statement we buy and make a reference to Bank of Ghana.
Right.
They are also pushing say from Koma Google. It is the same thing in Ayeka. Because I can't see them budget now. They come finance ministry and they come high. Oh, they make sure. Anyway, Mr. Robbie, baby.
Hello.
One.
Cool. Go on.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.